What to do when your mind is all over the place and doesn't want to collaborate with you when you are manifesting your desires. In this video, I'm going to give you a few tips that are very practical so that you can apply if you're in a very negative headspace. And this can be either when you are in a very negative state that you are aware of, so you are aware that your mind is constantly in the negative story or in an anxious place, or sometimes and mostly as a result of that, when you're in that space for a prolonged time, you can get so tired that your mind gets foggy, and it's this place where you know it doesn't feel good, but you have no idea what's going on up here and you can't concentrate. In both cases, the problem is that you can't stop it and focus on your desired outcome, which is needed if you want to manifest your desires. So stay with me if you are dealing with a situation like that. Know that it's normal. It happens to everyone. The problem is not that it happens with you. It's just that you need to know what to do. And that's exactly what this video is going to be about. So welcome to my channel. My name is Anna and I'm a manifestation coach. On this channel, I teach the law of assumption. I teach it as taught by Neville Goddard because I myself learned it from Neville Goddard. And I also tend to keep it very simple and practical so that you can take it and apply it to your own manifestations right away. So if that's what you are looking for, you are definitely in the right place. So please subscribe and stay for more. And if you need any help or guidance with your manifestations, you are very welcome to book a coaching session with me from the link in the description box below. I would be happy to help you. So let's just jump in then. The first thing, by the way, before that, these are things that I do myself. In all my videos, all the tips that you hear from me, I will never tell you to do something that I haven't done myself and seen that it works. So these are stuff that I do when I'm in this either negative place or I'm just not able to focus for whatever reason. So one thing that I do is meditation. This is not for everyone. Not everyone likes to do it. Not everyone thinks that they can do it, but this is sort of a skill that you develop. I'm sure you've heard it a million times. If you would like to give it a try, meditation is a great tool. There are different types of meditations. That can be a topic for another video. Maybe I will make one if a lot of you are interested in knowing what can help for your manifestations. This is not a necessity. None of the tips are a necessity. You choose the one that you think will work for you. One thing is meditation. Don't push yourself from 0 to 100 because it's not going to work. If you're not used to meditating and you want to give it a try, start with 1 minute or 2 minutes at a time. And don't even focus on the fact that, okay, I start at 2 minutes, but this is too little, so I have to work myself up to 20 minutes. If you start there, that's a recipe for failure. Mostly because you're already focused on something that you're not used to doing. Start with 2 minutes and focus on just that, or 1 minute or 5 minutes, whatever you feel comfortable with. When you are in this meditative state and you really like it, you want to keep going, just keep going. But just start somewhere if this is your chosen method, because what this does is that it empties your mind. Actually, what most of the tips here are meant to do is to empty your mind from all the noise, especially the negative chatter, well, that's the noise. You know, the positive thinking, especially when it's genuine, it's not noise. So when you have cleared your mind, you have created space to focus and it feels better. By the way, this is something that you can do every time you feel like something is too much. just 2 minutes, wherever you are. Close your eyes or stare at something, depending on the meditation that you choose to do. When you have cleared your mind, it relaxes you. This is relaxing. And it also helps you focus. So this is absolutely one thing that I do and this is so accessible actually, because if you just choose to do it for 1 minute or for 2 minutes, it's easy to do. It's easy to figure out how to do, where to do, wherever you are basically. The next thing that I want to share that I also do is part of this. So it's not the second one, but a part of this. It's either like sitting meditation or walking meditation, which is basically go out for a walk. When I do this for the purpose of relaxing my mind, I tend to not listen to music or anything. What I do is I go out and I walk and I just observe things that I enjoy. The nature, the trees, the green color of the nature, mostly. I like it. You hear the birds, you hear stuff. If you are in a noisy place, go to a park if you can. Choose a place that you enjoy walking, basically, and do it while staying in the moment. Make sure that, again, here you need to be aware that your mind doesn't go to the negative chatter while you're walking, because it can easily happen. Just bring yourself back to the surroundings, look around. Again, what this does is, again, it empties your mind from that negative thinking. And as a part of this, again, I have to include workout. A lot of people use workout as a way of calming their mind. And if you like working out, especially as a tool for really calming your mind, this can work. Do it only if you enjoy it. This is not for those of you who don't enjoy working out. Forced stuff is not going to help anyone. And it can be anything. A lot of runners. By the way, are there any runners? Please comment if I'm right about this. A lot of runners say that it's like a meditation to run, because it just empties your mind. The same goes for other things. If you want to lift weights or do some calisthenics on the floor, wherever you are, or stretch or dance, and you don't have to really fully commit to an hour of workout. 5 minutes of moving. The reason this is helpful, and the way it is going to be helpful, is if you are aware of your body while you're doing it. Because what this does is that it moves you from your negative, noisy mind to focusing on your movement. So either you're running or using your muscles differently. If you focus on that, it's a type of meditation where you focus on one thing, so it blocks out everything else. What this does, again, is that it helps you calm your mind so that you can focus on your manifestation practices, your techniques. So all this together was the part of meditation, or moving meditation. The second thing that I do in this case is scripting. Now, scripting has been part of my manifestation routines a long time ago. Scripting has been a wonderful tool that I have used. But at some point, I thought to myself, it's easier for me to think the thoughts than script. So I don't include scripting in every manifestation that I do, but I use it when I need it. Scripting is like affirming, but super focused. Well, you can literally just affirm super focused. This is not I don't say scripting is necessary. This is, again, just one tool that if you like doing it, it can be helpful. Now, when your mind has been used to think all the negative stuff all day, or completely foggy that you're not even aware of what you are thinking, it can be challenging to accept maybe the idea that what am I going to affirm if I don't even remember my affirmations? But when you take your pen and your notebook and you sit down and you're determined to write down affirmations, you are going to remember it. It's like forcing yourself to remember what you're affirming. But even if you don't, start somewhere general. I remember I used to start scripting stuff like, I love my life. It would be completely lie at that point, but I love my life. Everything is working out in my favor. I am so grateful how this worked out. Or you write down some self-concept things, general things that you want to experience. I am beautiful. I am healthy. I don't know, I have a lot of money, like stuff that you, of course, would want to experience. What that does is that you start writing, one thing comes after another, and you slowly and naturally sort of get to your manifestation, your specific manifestation, whether it's SP you're manifesting, money you're manifesting, health, weight, whatever, objects. So if you just start and you start focusing on what I want to experience, even if it's like completely random, vague, like I love my life, everything is working out in my favor, I love my hair, whatever it is, you're sort of giving your mind this order to, okay, give me more things that I want to experience, give me more, and you will get to your specific affirmations that you were affirming. Because again, as I said, sometimes when your mind is too focused on the negative, you're not even, you know that you are affirming something, but in that moment, a lot of times you just don't even remember what you were affirming. This sounds completely absurd, but it happens. This brings me to the last thing that I'm going to mention in this video, but this is not the least important. These were in no particular order. You choose what I usually choose, the one that I'm in the mood for, but this is one that I would suggest you do regardless. And it's whenever you start your manifestation process about you're manifesting something, in the beginning, write down your affirmations or your visualization scene or whatever you're manifesting, the statement of your desired end goal. And just have it there. Because in those moments where your mind is all over the place and you don't even know what to affirm, you can just take the paper and just read the affirmations. This is a very simple thing to do, but it's just one of those things that you don't think about mostly because you don't think about getting into this state when you're in a good mood. So it's just like, yeah, of course I know I want my SP, like, of course I know I want to lose weight or I want this or that. But when something happens, you react like this is stuff that happens and you spiral down and you're in this negative state. You need something to pull yourself out from that state with. And having like a list of your affirmations there that you can focus on, just read them or write them down while you're reading it. It can really help to focus, just get yourself back on track, because staying in the negative state, first of all, it feels bad. No one wants to feel that. Plus, if you stay in a state long enough, it's going to manifest, and we don't want that either when it's negative. So in either case, have your affirmations written down and you can work with them, change them as you go. If something you realize that this affirmation is not it, I want to change it, you can change it to your liking, but just have it there. So in the case where you're just going crazy, take the list, read it a few times. Read it with focus, and you will bring yourself back to your desired state. One thing that is important is exactly that. Actually, when you are doing the meditations, the moving meditations, workout or whatever you're doing, the scripting or sort of speaks for itself, and this last one also, but when you have calmed your mind, it's important that you start actually again rehearsing your end goal, because you have to give your mind something to focus on. Because if you don't, it just goes to where it's used to. And in a place like this, where it's used to is not the best option. So give your mind something to work with when you have calmed down, except if you're using scripting or this reading your affirmations, because that automatically brings your focus back to where it needs to be. So in the comments, please write down your favorite methods, because everyone has their own, everyone has a different thing that works for them. So please let us know, share your tips, because other people might benefit from it, and I am just always interested to know. And if you need any help with your manifestations or guidance, you are welcome to book a coaching session with me from the link in the description box below. I would love to help you manifest your desires, and have a beautiful day, and see you in the next video.